Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly magical angel reading with Indigo Mystic and me, Lisa Clayton, that we do every single week for you on this Summer of Angel Love series that we were guided to bring forth to you consistently every week. So, no matter what challenges we have and what we've been through, we are here for you. For those of you that don't know me, I am a spiritual leader, an intuitive mentor, and an angel alchemist, founder of the Inner Leader Movement. If you want to learn more about what is composed of the Inner Leader Movement with that beautiful circuitry of above, within, and earth below that we work with every single day in our leadership of heart and soul. You can find out more information on my website, lisaaclayton.com. I can read the stories there, and you'll also be able to connect with a group of very beautiful, like hearted souls in our Patreon group. So there's links in the description for you to check out more information about your inner leader and how you are moving forward in this world. We get so distracted with all of the 3D, even social media, and everything is just like a distraction to get us from coming into the power and the magic that we have. And so every week, Indigo, who's been doing readings with me, she's a very intuitive animal spirit. She's been doing readings with me in sessions since she were 10 weeks old, and she's almost 10 years old in September. She's gone through some health issues. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But for now, we want to bring forth to you the angels that will guide you through this week. This week is really, really super powerful. So we also do angel astrology. What is that? Well, when I was doing all my writings out at Serenity Bluff here in Half Moon Bay, and the writings were downloads that I was receiving. Every single prayer that I contributed in the book, 365 Days of Angel Prayers, they were complete downloads of what angels were giving me as guidance, wisdom, and information to live by. And when I was out on the bluff one day, they were like, Lisa, you need to bring us in to do astrology. And I'm like, well, I'm not an astrologer. And they're like, yes, you are. Remember when you were a little girl and you laid down on the grass in the middle of your farmland where you grew up and you knew every constellation? What was your favorite subject in school? Science. And the skies and the earth and the rocks and the chemistry. And they're like, you always have been a beautiful astrologer. Just bring us in to bring in the key energy and consciousness tools that astrology brings. And a lot of people relate astrology with horoscopes and predicting the future. And you do have a chart, an astrology chart that where the planets were placed and where the moon was and what was happening with the transits when you were born. And those are just magical ways to connect with the power of the universe through the planets, through the stars. So the angels were saying, we need to have you bring forth when it's a new moon. What does that do for your inner leader? What does that do for your heart's intuitive intelligence? How does that bring forth your soul's gifts? I'm like, oh, so I don't have to know all the technical things. I just have to work with the energy and consciousness. They said, exactly. So this is a powerful week because the angels have reminded us the new moon was in Cancer yesterday. It peaked. And then at the same time, the moon's nodes change signs. It only does that every 18 months. The north node went into Aries, the south node went into Libra. Now, if you want to know more about the specifics of that and what are nodes, and I explain all of that in our Patreon group. And there's a link down in the description to join that group of like-hearted souls. And every week you will get inspiration, guidance, and downloads for your spiritual evolution. Because we forgot that that's why we're here. We're here to evolve our souls, and we're we're having a physical experience, our souls riding in this physical vessel, and we don't get taught or conditioned to feed that spirit, that soul. Religion kind of put a different twist on that, as far as kind of scaring us into the fear of what we should be doing on our spiritual level. But there's no fear in love. So, um, new moon in Cancer, kind of bringing out those emotions. That Cancer is a water sign. So if you were feeling really emotional the days leading up to the new moon yesterday, and I know I was, there's a deep sadness that was coming through with things that are happening in our life. But I really realized the root of that sadness was the loss of love. So really worked on that. Now the new moon just moved into Leo, so it's a bit more of a fiery sign, which fires up our creativity and our enthusiasm. So this is the energy we have to work with this week. And new moons are always a good time. It's the dark. It's very, very dark. And it will start to show little slivers of light in the next few days. But this is a good time. It's like I always think of the new moons as because I grew up on a farm. I loved when Dad plowed the fields and upturned all that dark soil, and there was nothing in it but dark. It was just dark, rich soil. That's how I look at the new moon. It's dark, rich soil for us to plant our intentions for the next 30 days or for forever. If I've got some intentions that are more than just the next month. There's there and it's just a very, very powerful time to watch at those seeds that you plant in that fertile soil of the dark moon grow with the coming light, and being connected to your angels, being connected to your higher self, being connected to the earth below, being connected to your heart's intuitive intelligence. That's what we do in the inner leader movement. We connect you with the resources, the energy, and the consciousness with the above, which is really all around us. It's not just above us, it's all around us. The multi-dimensional aspects where our soul travels. The within is within us, our heart's intuitive intelligence, our three intuitive centers, and our earth below, which here we are, we're held by her gravitational force, receiving her energy and consciousness of the evolutionary cycle that she's going through now, receiving the beautiful gifts and energy of the season that we are attached to by standing in gravitational force and communion with her. There's just so many beautiful gifts that we can receive as we evolve on this earth and came here to bring forth the love and light that we are. So that inner leader movement, we always say it's the awe in you, the above, within, and earth below, resources, energy, and consciousness being activated into you, into this circuitry of beautiful, beautiful evolution that we came here to experience. So, if you want to know more about the astrology, we call it angel astrology because the angels guide us into the angels work with our heart. Okay, so the angels are constantly saying, what does your heart need? How can we feed your heart? How can we open your heart? How can we heal your heart so that you are a receiver of this information to create more experiences on earth of love and light, to create more harmony, peace, joy, bliss? And they can't work with our heart unless we are calm and coherent. So that's why I call myself an angel. Well, they call me an angel alchemist because I'm also a heart math trainer, coach, mentor, master trainer of facilitators. And heart math is the science of getting the body and the physiology coherent through the heart rate variability. So when we use those tools to get coherent, then we can open our heart up to receive. The angels always say, we can't get to you when you're stressed out. And isn't that kind of the norm? I mean, we kind of accepted that stress is the norm, and it doesn't have to be. So that is our mission in the inner leader movement, to get you out of stress, into coherency, and experience the magic and the power that you are. So every week, Indigo comes on. Indigo, you want to tell a little bit about your story and what's been going on with the angels? Indigo has been very, she's been very ill, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. We have spent so many days and hours in vet hospitals and with medications. And finally, we got to the root of of the issue, of her physical issue, is that her little pancreas isn't working and she's diabetic. And so she now has to have insulin twice a day, which we're still adjusting to. It's not been an easy road at all. And yet, this is just one part of her contribution here, is who she is in an animal form, this cute little blue-eyed schnauzer, who came here to love. It's only one part of it's the physical. The other part is her emotions, her mental, she's smart as a whip, and her spiritual connection. Same with us as humans. And so every night we take the angels of Atlantis. We've been working with the angels of Atlantis. I love working with these angels. These are um, the 12 archangels that Stuart Pierce channeled with to bring forth messages from their life experience during the age of Atlantis. I love working with these, and I love Stuart. He is a really wonderful mentor that I've done sessions with, and he is and I we work with these angels every day. So each night before Indigo goes to sleep, she when before we knew it was diabetes, she was restless all night, and we were up all night. She was just not comfortable, and she had a lot of UTIs, and she had just a lot of physical things going on. But we always worked with the angels to try to bring in that spiritual, emotional, mental balancing for her, and it works. Every night we work with the angels. I shuffle the cards. The cards come out. I give her the message. I spread the cards on the bed. I have a big, huge king size bed. So she has a lot of room to sleep. But every morning when I awake, her paw or head are on these cards, because she feels the energy, she feels the vibration, she feels the frequency, she feels the love of the messages that these beautiful oracles bring in. So we're going to use the angels of Atlantis for you this week, and see who come and see. We work with three angels each week, and we um, they bring messages, because the angels are like observers in an observation tower of light, and they see what's going on the earth, and they always bring us what we need. Okay, Indigo. So let's show the audience how we do this. First, we call in the angels. We have a beautiful lotus light above our computer. Do you see them? Do you want to call them in? Are they coming in? Want to give mommy a kiss? Kiss, kiss. Nope. Okay. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Especially probably after we've given her the magic potion. I don't call it a SHOT or an INJECTION. She knows those words. See what she did immediately. We call it the magic potion that she gets twice a day, so that she feels so much better. Okay, my dear, let's put your paw on these, and let's put your beautiful energy. Angels are with you. 1, 2, 3. Yay. And let's ask our audience and our viewers just to take some nice deep breaths into their heart area, to get connected with that beautiful heart that not only keeps you alive at the physical level, but it also sends more messages to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. So it has a strong mental capability of connecting with your mind. It holds your emotions, and it is the gateway to your spiritual higher self, your soul. Yeah, beautiful. Just keep breathing into the heart area, slow and deep, and already feel the calm and the inner peace that you are establishing just through breath. Angels always say, Lisa, remind the audience why we call this the magical angel reading, because we are magic. They always remind me, when you take breath in, you're taking in oxygen, and immediately in a nanosecond, your lung transmutes that to CO2 that you breathe out, that the plants need and that the earth needs. That's magic. That's a miracle. We take that for granted. And that's just one aspect of what our physical body performs every single day for us. Our hearts never stop beating. There's all, cells are being regenerated. And the more love and the more light that we bring into this physical vessel, the more that the cells are going to reproduce in healthy, vital ways. And so the guides always remind us, you're a miracle by just breathing. And I love that. So miracle and magic. That's why we call these the magical angel readings. Okay, Indigo. You can see her. She's she's taking a rest. So I'm going to move over here and shuffle the cards, and we'll see which three come out for to guide us, to lead us through this beautiful new moon week. The lunar nodes have changed. We have the sun changing into um, Leo on Saturday. We have a Venus retrograde coming up. So there's some this is a big astrological week. Here we go. And so the angels will come in and give us messages of how to deal with the energy. Okay, yeah. Sandafon, Michael, and Jophiel. Okay. The others flew out, but these are the three that are vibrating. Okay, so let's start with, okay, so Sandafon's saying, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you are here to evolve your soul, to bring forth the wisdom that you have carried with you for an eternity, to bring forth the special gifts, and to gain more wisdom as you perform your magic and miracles here on earth. Xenophon saying, please notice the 12 orbs that go up to your spark of light, where this is where your soul came in to the human body from. These 12 orbs of light represent the 12 different dimensions surrounding Earth, also the 12 steps of alchemy. There's so much that is in the power of 12. And she's saying these orbs of light represent that you are held in the angel's energy and consciousness as you evolve. Connect with us, talk to us, communicate with us so that you can have this beautiful experience. She's saying this orbic field of light is your soul here on earth, and it is radiating out the different orbs to source. This is all of the different dimensions that your soul extends into that has information. So, yeah, Xenophon's one of the earth guardians. So she's saying, tap in and listen to what your soul, the information it has that is invisible and that is not up here in your head. It's here in your heart, in your soul. Oh, I love that. So work with the energy, set your intentions of what you want to change, what you want to release under this new moon, and watch the light carry it to the aspects of your soul that is out, that is not riding within your physical vessel. Oh, I love this. Yeah, thank you, Sandafon. Wow, Indigo, that was a very, very good pick. And Michael says, now, during this process, I'm working with Sandafon because this just doesn't happen. Like, you really have to stay connected, and it takes patience. These pyramids were not built overnight. It took thousands of years. And once they were built, each time there was a brick or mortar or the physical aspect of this pyramids being built, the power, the spiritual, the energy of the earth comes right up through those pyramids as a vortex into the heavens above. And Michael's saying, so yeah, Lisa, remind everyone that many times when we set intentions, oh, this is good. Many times when we set intentions, we get discouraged if they just don't happen within the 30 days of the moon cycle. You planted a seed. It may have gone deep into the heart of the moon. It may take some time for it to sprout up, but it will. It takes patience. Michael's saying you humans, based on your fast-paced acceleration of transformation on earth through technology, through all of the modernization of society, you forget about the art and the beauty and the magic of patience. Um, I'm actually reading a book now called When the Heart Waits. And my friend was coming over helping me give Indigo her injection today. And she said, "Oh, I don't know if I want my heart to wait." A perfect example of how we are not taught patience on this earth. So Michael's saying, calm down, trust, have faith, and realize that your pyramid that you are building here on earth doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience. Because Jophiel's saying, and how do you do that? hmm You come into meditation and you get into a still place. It's the motto, in slow we trust, in stillness we receive. Meditation doesn't mean that you can meditate. I meditate when I walk in to go. I meditate sometimes just sitting here in my office chair and turning around and looking at the redwood trees outside my window and taking a pause to connect. That's what meditation is, taking a pause to connect. And Jophiel's saying the more that you pause to connect, the more patience you will have and trust in knowing that your evolutionary cycle is right where it should be. There's no, you're right where you should be right now in this moment of time. You only have now. And as you receive the messages from your higher self, from your angels, from your heart's intuitive knowing, from your soul's wisdom, it's important that you take action. Okay, so this isn't just something that, okay, so I'm just going to be patient and I'm going to meditate more and it's all going to happen. It will happen as you take action to do all of these guidance systems that the angels bring forth to us, plus take action on the messages that you receive. That's why so many spiritual groups have, what do I want to say? So many spiritual groups get thwarted or stalled because they're waiting for the miracle to happen without their action. Okay, so that the angel's saying that's really important, Lisa. We just wanted to give you an example of that because the spiritual groups that are activated now on earth are moving. This is why we gave Lisa the inner leader movement. It was not just about your healing and your evolution as much as it is what are you moving here on earth? What are you taking action on? How are you creating experiences that are going to make the world better? And sometimes that's just being kind, loving, understanding, and listening. Okay, folks, this is great. Indigo, thank you so very much. Now, if you want to work more with Sandifon, Michael, or Jophiel, or any of the angels actually, but just specifically these three, Sandifon working with your evolutionary cycle of now, Michael working with instilling more patience for situations you have in your life, and Jophiel for different forms of meditation that you can take to get connected and come into your stillness so you can receive. If you want to receive more information and working with those angels this week, there's a link below to book your 30-minute magical reading I do them throughout the week up through Sunday, and then we start over with a new one on Monday. And you will see those um, on my book of service that you can sign up for. So have a beautiful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. We send you our love. Indigo, come up and say goodbye to the audience. Say thank you for your prayers and support for those of you that are doing work in the inner leader movement or are connected to us through this channel. We appreciate your love and light because it's been a tough, rough road for me, emotionally, mentally, adjusting to this new lifestyle that we have. We're getting there. Thank you. We love you. Take good care. And may magic and miracles just flow, and glow in your life. Much love.